Hey everybody, welcome back to the OSHA subreddit, brought to you by our favorite sponsor, the like button. Make sure you check it out, because now that we're down to 2 videos per week here on this channel, again, please, I hope you'll forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you for your understanding if you do understand. If not, then I'm sorry once again, but it does mean that we have half the opportunity to show the like button our love and support. So really, make sure that you give it some extra attention today down below the video, okay? I promise. Like button. It's not you. It's me. It's my fault that you're getting less attention each week, and I feel terribly about it, but please forgive me. Let's start off with number 19. How about this? Hey, you know, you gotta monetize the exits of a grocery store. While you're in the checkout aisle, would you be interested in this candy, snacks, cookies, etc. for another $1? It's very hard to resist while you're right there, so hey, in case of an emergency, usually there wouldn't be a way to monetize that exit. This way, hey, would you like to have some snacks on the way out as you're trying to outrun this fire with the blocked emergency exit? And in the meantime, those don't even look like the standard sort of candies that you'd see on the way out, because maybe like, hey, if you're gonna survive this emergency, you're gonna appreciate life a bit more. You're not gonna take it for granted. Maybe you're gonna eat a little healthier now. So it's a great idea for marketing. Do not block. 1 sign wasn't enough, so they put 3. And then 3 signs still wasn't enough. Probably started with 1. And then someone just like put the bet a little bit over to the right. It was like, hey, I'm not blocking the one that you said not to block. And they're like, hey, you couldn't infer that, I don't know, maybe the other things on the wall don't block those either. No? Okay, well, let's put signs on all of them, I guess. And then it still made no difference. See, what they need to do here is they need to adopt like the painted curb approach. Just paint this red, and it means no parking here. You gotta find a gray one, or you can find a green one, like 15-minute parking for the beds. So everyone would know what that means, except that if you're in a hospital, I guess everyone would be like, well, but red parking, ambulances, fire trucks, etc., they can park wherever they want. So I mean, I'm not affected by red. I can park this medical bed anywhere. Red park doesn't matter. Don't hit it too hard now. It's kind of balanced. It's not actually secured in. This is just like one separate piece stacked on top of another separate piece, and you're just like hoping that whatever you do, there's not enough vibration in order to tip the whole thing off. I don't know. I feel like if I had something that was many, many tons over my head, I might take things a little bit more carefully, but I guess you do it enough years, you're like, ah, it's fine. It will be okay. The alarm isn't going off yet. Is it in use, or is it kind of looks like it's just parked there and it's, oh, I bet it's like the sand is giving in on under one of the tires, and it's probably just like sinking into the ground or something. Otherwise, I don't know. Aren't those things not supposed to be able to tip if you use the thing within the normal range of motion? Wouldn't that be kind of dangerous if those things didn't have enough weight on their base, that if you just like extend the arm as far as it lets you, it'll just tip the whole machine? Oh, bro, it's crazy. Like, I see, in the distance from my house, there's this construction project that's going on kind of this, like, promontory hilltop. And they just have this, like, gigantic drill machine for drilling the caissons. And it's just, like, this thing is extending its arm off over the cliff, digging these pits. It's just like a long, deep column that they pour concrete into. And I'm just like, oh, my God, can you imagine, like, just, you're like sticking the weight of the machine. I know the whole base is very heavy, but it's still gotta be kind of nerve-wracking. What if the cliff like gives way? Cause the cliff that it's being built on, there have been bits that have slid down, and I'm like, oh, that's terrifying, bro. Oh, I don't know how you do that. I'd be so panicked. Just knocking out some bricks to lighten the room. I assume maybe the support columns, they're over here and not in the middle. I assume that they, you know, researched into the construction of the building before knocking out an entire wall. I want to actually, it'd be really cool, I think, if I could do like a window into my garage in my house, but I asked the contractor, and he's like, I think you can do that. It looks like an important support wall. I don't think we can just like knock that out and replace it with a window. It's probably not gonna work, but I'm like, oh, it would be so cool though. Maybe we could do smaller windows. I haven't asked, could we do smaller windows? I was just kind of like, could we just turn it into a big window? And he's like, no, you can't do that. You want your house to collapse? If you want your house to collapse, then okay, sure, but I can't do that for you. You'll have to find someone else. Be careful which bottle you grab to wash your hands. Easy way, liquid caustic drain opener, Citrix, non-solvent, adderless hand cleaner, or Glit-L, uric acid eliminator. Eliminates acid buildup on all urinal surfaces. Oh, corrosive, contains HCl. Probably don't do that. Why? Okay. Why, if you are the same company that manufactures things that are soap for your toilet surface, soap for your drain clogs, and soap for your hands, would you not, I don't know, brand them just slightly differently? It's like the kitchen cleaning products that look like fruit punch. It's like, yeah, obviously a kid's gonna look at that and be like, oh, that looks delicious. I look at that and I think, oh, that's delicious. And I'm the one who should know better. My hands are on fire. What happened? All I did was wash them and now they hurt. Spring is in the air in Cleveland. I mean, at the same time, I don't know what is usually used in order to work on power lines. Maybe it is a big metal bucket anyway, but it would be a bucket off the back of like some kind of crane, I think, the trucks that have the built-in things. But are they plastic buckets? Are they non-conductive? I don't know if the danger here is that this whole thing can get electrocuted. Maybe if the wire touches the whole thing, then the person who's driving it and controlling the bucket will actually get zapped. Or what if it zaps it and then the whole thing just like falls down? I don't know. I don't know enough about electricity to know what happens if something gets zapped here, or if that's even a risk, but hopefully it all turned out okay. I should have gone and spectated when they were working on bringing back up the 2 power poles that were knocked out by the person who just somehow drove off the road in an impossible fashion and took out my power for 3 days. Oh my God. Air quality readings of 999.9. Not great, not terrible. 3.5 Röntgen. Not great, not terrible. At least it says hazardous there. I wonder if there would be a difference in the history of Chernobyl if the meters were working properly. I don't know if that was actually like a historical, factual recreation there of them looking at the meters being like, 3.5 Röntgen, not great. It's all good. Or if that was like dramatized for the show. But either way, the importance of having a working meter, which if this is, well then you should probably go. That doesn't seem good, right? Look, a reporter is here. Quick, crawl under this object that requires a crane to hoist. The hidden parts of Biden's infrastructure plan that will affect everyone. Call it the Infrastructure of Workplace Protection, beefing up OSHA and other agencies charged with protecting workers. Is it supposed to be like a stock image of someone doing something really dumb so that it's like, hey, this is what we're gonna try to stop by beefing up OSHA protections? It's like, I don't know how policy changes can prevent someone on the job from like standing under the very heavy object. That just seems like there's not really much of a way to put a stop to that. It's probably just too much of a micro scale, but it's a good stock image when it comes to talking about safety. Let's just show somebody under this gigantic heavy thing that could just crush them if a strap falls out. Heck yeah, dude. Gotta love well controls. That doesn't seem like a good thing. Wait, well controls? I'm pretty sure your well isn't supposed to leak into whatever the electrical is to power the pumps or something like that. That's probably not what you want. I don't think that's a water pipe. I think that's electrical, and this is supposed to be a waterproof electrical box. And I guess it's not very waterproof if the water comes from the inside of it. If you spray the thing from the outside with a hose, you're good. But if somehow the water's in there, well, then it's probably gonna find a way out. Yeah. A coworker had to cut something behind a wall, so he made this. Honestly, it's kind of smart. Like, if it's behind a wall, then you're protected from it by the wall, right? So you can just, squeeze that thing into whatever the crevice that you gotta get into, and then you're just safely behind the wall, just kind of chilling there, and meanwhile you're just holding the thing and it's cutting whatever's behind it. You don't even need safety glasses. It's just, all the stuff just hitting the back side of the wall. No one's ever gonna see that either, so you don't even have to worry about if you're like doing damage or flinging scraps into it. You're all good. This is why we start life with so many extra fingers. The thing about this is, I don't think that if your finger goes into it, it's gonna retract. That's the really crazy thing about like table saws, is they have a mechanism that's supposed to be that if it somehow detects that a finger is going into it, it will like immediately just retract the thing. I've seen some really cool GIFs of it. It's like if you look at it in normal speed, it just looks like the thing teleports out of the way. And then you look at it in high speed, and it's just like this crazy fast, boom, back retracts into the table to try to protect you so that you don't lose a finger. I don't think it has any of those safety precautions, but it's really cool if you ever look at one of the retracting table saws. Just a little aircon unit maintenance work. Does he have a harness on? He doesn't, wait. Does he not have a harness on? Hold up. Is he just standing on there? He doesn't even have anything to hang on to. What the frick? Okay, now it looks like, is that rope attached to him or is that rope just attached to the air conditioner? Is he gonna take it off while standing on it? How do you do that? Is he strapped in? I can't tell. If he's strapped in, they did a really good job concealing the rope. There's really good movie special effects here, making it look like he's doing his own dangerous, untethered stunts, but in reality, you know, he's got like there's a water pool or something down below, and he'd be fine if he fell, but how did they pass the air conditioning unit? It looks like this guy had, like, this rope is tethered in somehow, but what? Yeah, don't do that. Don't try that at home. Oh my God, what? I feel like I have to be misunderstanding something, and they have to be roped in, but oh my God. Time for some retraining. It's an awful prank, guys. This isn't funny anymore, and yep, turned out just about as you would expect. Great. A big pallet of wood falling right on you. Now, I wonder if did he volunteer for this, or is this like a hazing for new coworkers where he didn't have much of a choice and they just kind of all grabbed him, strapped into the thing. They're like, it's fine. It's just funny. It's all gonna turn out well. Oh shoot. The dog leash is safe. Promise. God. First, I thought it was gonna be like somebody taking their dog out to, I don't know, take a pee on a balcony that has no rails. But is that a frisbee in his hand so that, you know, you can throw it and then they can play a game of fetch. Not a lot of real estate to do the game of fetch, but you know, we got toys for the dog as well, just in case. Yes, I realize it's like a lid off the paint bucket or something, but it's all right. You're a great anchor. You just stand there. That's all you have to do on the job today. All right. It's gonna be minimum wage, but literally all we need you to do is just stand there and hold the leash. All right. Just pretend like you're walking a dog, except you don't even have to walk. You just stand there. Easiest minimum wage you'll ever make. He's preparing his trip to Mars without NASA's help. Elon Musk did tweet the other day, very casually, that many people were going to unalive on the way to getting people to Mars. Perhaps he's going to be a noble sacrifice to that cause. Might give him enough escape velocity so that he can get into outer space. I don't know if it'll be enough for Mars. Maybe you'll get to the space station, but I guess once you escape, you're just going, right? Because once you're out there, you're just kind of gonna start going through. No, but then I guess no, because then you might enter orbit at. Yeah, maybe he just gets into a satellite. I don't know what the difference. I'm not smart. I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't know what the difference are in escape velocity between like just going out and continuing to go versus when you'll enter orbit. Yeah, okay. But anyway, he'll get out there at least. Not the right way of doing this. Huh. Outlet on laundry room side is live. And carport outlet has no power till it's connected to the laundry room outlet. That makes it live to the carport. The connecting is the same on both ends. Always connect to carport wall first. Always disconnect from laundry room side first. I didn't know you could do this, so I guess that's educational, but I guess it makes sense that the outlets, it can just go both ways, right? Because you can do those power Ethernet things, right? You plug the Ethernet into it, it goes into the wall, then you have another one receiving on the other part of the wall, and then Ethernet out, and yeah, I guess. It's just, yeah, you just got to make sure you do it in the right order, otherwise it'll be shocking. Ken and Barbie are going to look a lot less nice when they land on their faces. That looks not particularly stable. So let's just think for a second. If you subtracted the two humans from inside this box, would you would you carry the box on the forklift this way, or would you think, you know, this might tip over, we should probably secure this another way? But you know, once you get the people in there, it weighs it down a little bit more, okay? You gotta lay a lot of weight on the bottom. It's not as likely to tip, so it'll be perfectly fine. Just no sudden movements on the forklift. Guy with baby in lap. He's got a baby sitting in his lap. What if the baby like throws up on him while they're up there and he like suddenly stops the forklift and then they tip? You can blame it on the baby. It's all the baby's fault. The baby shouldn't have thrown up on me, okay? And the top for the last month, the best sign. Caution, ear and eye protection required. Danger, not only will this unalive you, it will hurt the whole time that you are unaliving. Now I want to know more about what this machine is. Like, it's just such a large sign that I don't know what it's pointing towards. Is the entire thing that you see before you the machine? Is the machine the entire room? Like, what is this? I need to know more. It's a room that just detects if you're not wearing ear and eye protection, and if you're not, it's like, okay, it's time to unalive now. Goodbye. You didn't listen to the rules. You shall now be eliminated. All right, that's it for the last month of OSHA. Make sure that you have enjoyed. Make sure to check out our sponsor. Show it some extra love once again, because it's only getting like half the attention and opportunity for attention. So check it out. Why is the printer just making noise? It just decides to clean itself at the most opportune moments. I swear to God. Check out the OSHA playlist in the description. Seriously, now? Now you do this? Why do you do? Oh my God, I swear, just interrupting. Check out the OSHA playlist in the description, or you can check out the last OSHA video by clicking the end screen up here. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the bell, even if you're already subbed, you know, get all notifications, and check out the latest Marin music upload down below that over here. And oh my God, printer. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna go smash my printer now.